Well, good morning and welcome to Brekkie with the Guy Who Sews. This is February the 17th. I never get the month right. I should just stop saying that. I'd just like to welcome everybody here. It's a wonderful sunny day here in Virginia, and I have my friend Leana from Pastry Queen Farm Adventures. I hope I got that right. Joining me this morning. So I'm going to let her introduce herself because I know I'm probably messing this up already, and just tell us a bit more about herself, and her channel as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Leanna. I normally am sewing in my PJs. Today I am not because I'm going to go on a family, I don't know, I'm going away with the family for a bit. I am a Culinary Institute graduate. I also taught there for a few years. I have been quilting for 30 years. I picked up quilting from my grandmother in Puerto Rico. She was a seamstress. And when I actually went on what they call an externship, which most people know as an internship, to Virginia in Williamsburg, I interned in at the Trellis restaurant, where I was right in the heart of Williamsburg, colonial Williamsburg. So everybody was on horse carriage and the whole 9 yards. And on my time off, I was walking through town all the time, and I started hand quilting there, picked up the love of it again. And so I haven't stopped since. And I've been making quilts and I enjoy it. I love it. I do I make samples for Fabric Cafe. I do some pattern editing, and I don't know what else to say about it. I work in the fabric industry as well. So that's
You
what
do
am I up to?
You do so much. It's just so much fun, and you've answered probably half the questions I got to ask you. So that's okay. We'll ask them again later on because people filter in. You know, it's 8 o'clock here on the
Sure.
East Coast. And what state are you located in? Because I keep forgetting.
I am in upstate New York in the
That's right,
Catskill
correct.
Mountains, and we have
Yes.
snow out here.
No, there's no snow here, thankfully. Although my wife would love to see some snow. But what was I going to say? Okay, so it looks like we have quite few people in the chat, but one person I wanted to say a special shout out to is my friend Donna from Handmade by Ying. She has been gnawing away over the last couple of months to try and hit 10,000 subscribers, and I'm excited to announce that this morning she hit 10,000 this morning.
Hey,
Somewhere around somewhere between 7 and 7:30, I think. So congratulations, Donna. It is well deserved. Congratulations. Enjoy and celebrate the moment with Joe and the grandkids and everyone else. So congratulations, Donna. And then I don't know if Shannon's in the chat. She has her own channel as well. Slay Arts, she hit 1,000 this week as well. So there's a lot of celebrating going on around in the YouTube content creator world. But let's go ahead and see who else is hanging out with us since I just did not want to forget those two. Because I get distracted and I go down a little garden path and then I never come back. Um, which is why if you ever put something in the chat and you don't hear me talk about it, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just I go down that little garden path and never come back. So it's sometimes better if you put at the guy who sews because it'll come up in bright orange and I'm more likely to see it. I make no promises though. Okay, so Beverly Akins is here. She was here with us bright and early. Sean from Moldy Lasagna is here with us. Donnell Stitchery. If you haven't checked out her channel, she has a lot of fun and she is about 14 people away from 500. So if you haven't checked out Donnell, you need to go out and hang out with her. She was on with Donna last night on her live, and I think she's going to go live around 10 a.m. Eastern. So after you're finished here, you can get coffee, bagel, whatever, and go hang out with her as well. Beverly Jeanette Vincent is from Riddle, Oregon. It's 5 o'clock where she is. I love that she gets up pretty much every week and hangs out with us that early. Teresa West, good morning, Sean and everyone. Kathy Klein, handmade buying with Donna is here. We talked about her just a few moments ago. And congratulations once again for 10K. Let's see. Melissa Feldhouse is with us. Stephen Bland Designs an Idiot Quilter says hi all, and he just hit 10,000 a couple of weeks ago as well. So another huge milestone for him. Flicky Chicky, good morning from Southern California. Another early bird here with us this morning. Rob from Quilting in the Man Cave, good morning. Melissa's asking how everybody is. Beverly Akins. Okay, Nancy LaVentura is here with us. Good morning to her and her beautiful little puppy ducks. And Sadie, I love seeing pictures of her. Let's see, Pat Strawhouse is with us. Tammy from the Siberian Wind is here with us as well. And she has a wonderful channel and she's just started out as well. I'll put her link in the description as well. And I've missed where's her comment? I've missed it. Jeez, what's wrong with me? Okay. Donna Dixon says good morning. Okay. Dropping in to say good morning. Can't stay awake yet. I'll catch the replay. Well, it's only 6 a.m. where she is, so I totally get that. Not an issue whatsoever. Okay. Squirrels, yeah. Donna says squirrel Sean. That's me every morning. Like if you come on here looking for perfection, you're in the wrong place. So that's okay. Good evening, Jan from Western Australia. It's good to see you. Dragonflies from Donna. I know I'm missing somebody. Chloe Morgan and Kerry Living Good. And I think we caught everybody. If I missed someone, just yell at me in the comments. It's okay. It's not done deliberately. Just sometimes the chat moves too fast. And even with two people, I still get distracted. I don't know how Donna and Becca and all those other wonderful people do it all by themselves. So let's talk about what we are going to work on today, because you haven't come just to watch me jabberjaw all day. We actually wanted to see some sewing get done, correct? Okay, so you want to show what you're working on, Leanna?
Sure. So Sean over here inspired me last Saturday, and he introduced us to quilts and nice stuff. And I went ahead, went over and downloaded and purchased this pattern. So I will be working on this dump truck. I have all my pieces cut out, labeled, and ready to go.
That is excellent. And this is such a fun thing. I just put the link to this, not the description, a link to the shop, the Etsy shop where this lady sells all these patterns. I believe I think she's located somewhere in Germany, and she sells all these patterns individually or by you can get a collection of them if you so wish. And the nice thing about them is they're very, very well written. We can't show you the patterns because they are copyrighted, but they are very inexpensive. Each pattern is about $3.50 US, I believe. And then after your first purchase, I think you get a discount for 10% off on your future purchases as well. So very, very inexpensive. I am not an affiliate. I do not get any money for referring to you guys to her if you're interested. I just think it's a great product. And I'm actually working on one of those as well. But I'm going to do the excavator. I think I talked about this a little bit last week. And I've cut all my stuff out. And I'm not as organized as Leanna. I have more mine in a little tin. I do have the pieces labeled with the I haven't got a fancy board like that. But yeah, we'll have some fun with this and that sort of thing there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get
Sean,
started. Yeah.
check out my video yesterday. I show you how to make one of these boards for real cheap.
Okay, cool. I've got to do that. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, because having one of those boards would be handy from time to time. So I'll definitely do that. And if you haven't seen Leanna's channel, you need to go over and check it out. And I've got her under pastry because I figured not everyone's going to know how to spell Leanna, but everyone should know how to spell pastry because pastries are yummy. And then you can also do exclamation point guest as well for whoever's here. But if you come back next week and go, like, what's Leanna's link? You can type in guest or ask me and that sort of thing there. So Sheila says Leanna's going to have that quilt done by the end of the hours, probably. Okay, Sean, please show the Dachshund. I don't have the Dachshund with me right now. I have a Dachshund quilt top, which I need to quilt very, very soon. It's on my list. But I don't have it within reach. So unfortunately, I can't do that for you at the moment as well. So what was I doing? Okay, let me get my pattern because, yeah, the squirrel moments are real here. They really, really, really are. But that's okay. Good morning, Tessa. It is good to see you. And the nice thing about this, Leanna and I talked about earlier this morning, Copper, you'll be okay. He's just growly. The two dogs are sleeping. If you're looking for me to, if Finn comes out, I'll lift her up and show everybody. But they usually sleep during the live, which is really good because it's one of the reasons I go live that well. Oh, okay. Apparently she's really speedy at sewing. They're saying so. Okay, now I had my coffee. Let me see. I can get this piece. Copper, you are a mess. I don't know if you can hear him growling. He lays down next to his sister, and then he gets mad because she's too close. But he's the one that lays next to us. So go figure. The things I live with. Okay. Okay, Laurie says she has subscribed to your channel, Leanna. So that's awesome.
Thank
Thank you so much for
you.
doing it.
I just hit 1,000 subscribers this week.
Oh, that's excellent. That is so good to hear. So, and you also go live in the mornings as well, like weekdays, correct? Is that right? Or am I
Sometimes when
imagining?
I have a snow day from school, I go live around 8:30, 8 or 8:30.
Yeah, I catch them on occasion. Like if on the days where I get to work from home, I sometimes can pop into the chat for a little bit. So that is awesome. So I'm actually starting on this, which is really good. Okay. If you hear
I'm
copper in
going.
the background, I apologize.
So how's the weather there by you?
It's been good. It gets chilly at night, which, well, for us, it's chilly. For you, it's probably you're still in t-shirt and shorts weather. It gets down into like the 30s or 40s at night. I think we've been in the 50s during the day most of this week. But then it's kind of like this whole winter's been a roller coaster. Like one week it'll be 70 degrees and the next day it'll be 50 or 40. We just, if you don't like the weather here in Virginia, just wait a day and you'll get what you want. So I know it's been a little bit colder for you guys, and you guys are getting some winter storms and stuff, correct?
Well, I was surprised this morning because, I planned this trip thinking that I wasn't going to be driving through some snow. And I woke up to plow trucks and, snow out there. I'm kind of over it. I'm over the snow right now because we've had, but yeah, it's cold. Yesterday it felt like 7 degrees,
Oh
and
wow.
I was I greet the children in the morning at school, so it was a very chilly morning to be greeting kids.
So are you a teacher or another part of the support staff?
I am support staff. I basically the teachers come to me with any of their like a lot of them come to me for crafting. What can we do with
Okay.
the kids? I just sewed 32 capes, children's capes, and 5 adult capes. And the project was that they're going to be 100-day superheroes. So
Oh
on
wow.
Thursday, we celebrate 100 day, and I dress up like a granny, 100 years old, and the kids are going to have their capes on. I'm going to be super granny though this year
Oh,
because I'm going to have a cape too.
oh,
So
very
I
cool.
do that. I bring a lot of quilting in. I worked with Valentine's this week with the children. The children did Valentine's for seniors. So I got a lot of the teachers set up for the kids to work on that kind of stuff. Um, Teachers send me ideas that they have for lesson plans and want me to organize some kind of lesson on all the material they sent me. So basically, I do a lot of organizing all the
Yeah.
time, all day long. I keep people straight. Put it that
Well,
way. I keep
I think
I
you
keep
have
the
to
school
be
straight.
like to be, I think to be in the education field and that sort of thing, then you have to be organized. My wife is a middle school teacher and she's incredibly organized. So um I couldn't do it. I thought about doing teaching as a career when I was in high school and ultimately decided against it. And I think it was probably best. Yeah, I think I'm good where I'm at, to be honest. So, but I admire teachers and the support staff because, it takes a village to raise a child. And that is definitely, definitely true in the educational field, in my opinion, at least. And I could be wrong. And if I am, that's okay.
I
Yeah.
used to be in the classroom many, many years ago. I mean, I'm my 24th year in.
Okay.
I used to work with the ESL population. They used to call me an ESL TA. I had also worked with special ed kids. I've worked almost in every capacity of the school.
Oh,
But
wow.
but right now I fell in love with doing what I'm doing now, which is working with the kids, all the kids. Like I have all the kids. Yeah, I just love it. I have contact with all the kids, and I just like having my creative side being incorporated in their learning, whether it
It's
be
awesome.
math, science, or art.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I think like I really do believe that like teachers do a phenomenal job, but they do need, a good support team as well. So the fact that they have folks like yourself is absolutely amazing. Let's see. I don't want to miss too much stuff as well. I'm missing stuff in the chat, and I apologize
You
for
could
that.
take a break.
Okay, so Ginger is here from the Copycat Quilt. She says, "Good morning, everyone. It's Snowy here outside Philly." I'm going to throw her link in the chat because she's a fun channel, and we've had her here a couple of times. I need to get her back on at some point. Laurie Colgan says she's a sorry to you. Flicky Chicky says Vigilante keeps popping his head up when you say squirrel. Okay, I'm assuming Vigilante is one of her, I think one of her dogs, if I remember correctly. Heidi says I always miss the Brekkie streams because my husband works 4 10-hour days and I get confused when Saturday is. I definitely get that. Jen says, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Yeah, and if you're enjoying this so live stream, please hit the thumbs up. It does help us out immensely. You can only subscribe to us once, but you can hit like every video, and it does help with the what's it called? Engagement and that sort of thing there, and it pushes the video out and helps us grow and all that good stuff there as well. So that's why we say it as well. Mary G says, good morning. Congratulations, Leanna. Is it Leanna or Leana? How am I supposed to pronounce it? I meant to ask you that earlier.
Leanna.
Leanna, okay. I'm terrible with names. I'm lucky to remember them and then pronouncing them. I try, but I know I'm not doing great as well. Okay, so while everybody is freezing to death, our friend Jan over in Western Australia is boiling. It's over 40 degrees there, which is about 105 Fahrenheit. I was reading an article the other day where they said it was supposed to be hitting like close to 50 in parts of Western Australia, which I forget what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's probably pushing like 115 plus. So if you need to thaw out, head over to Perth. I'm sure they'll have more than enough heat for you and everybody else that comes along with you. Good morning. I saw Fallon pop in. Good morning. It's good to see her. And if you haven't checked out Fallon's channel, you are definitely missing out. I know she hit 30,000 recently. No, I do not want to put an ad in right now, Mr. YouTube. It's okay. Okay, Donnell says send us some of the heat. I'm sure if she could, she'd be happy to send it to you. I don't know if it's that easy though. Okay, let's see. We've got this. Trying to do one of these complicated patterns while I'm doing a live is usually not the best idea, yet I still do it. Okay, G'day, Jadine. It's good to see you. I know she's probably freezing to death. I think she lives up that way too, up in the upstate New York area. So I forget exactly where. I think it's like an hour or two from you, if I remember correctly. I don't want to give away too much information, but all right. So you've had your YouTube channel for a little while. You've got up to 1,000 subscribers. What motivated you to start the channel? I always love hearing the stories of why people started their channel.
I was watching, believe it or not, Crystal Hart. She has a channel, and
Uh-huh.
I
I love
was
that.
I did too. I was following her, and I was watching her Friday nights, and my honey says, "Well, you could do that, you with all your teaching experience." Because not only did I, teach in school, but I taught college level, at the Culinary Institute. I taught continuing ed, and I said, yeah, but I'm camera shy. And he's like, no, you're not. So, after watching her, she put me at ease, like, okay, maybe I can try this. She encouraged me as well. And then I went to the I went to Houston this year and did Quilt Festival with Fabric Cafe. And I was one of the exhibitors with them. And I started talking to other companies, and Edita, I think is her name, Sitar. I don't know if I'm saying her first name right. We were talking. She's like, well, you have to be on Instagram and you have to be on YouTube, because at that time I was only had a Facebook page for like 2 years, and people were following my adventures. I was doing lives on my Facebook. And so after enough people convincing me at festival that when I go home, I need to just do it. So I did.
That's awesome. And you've done such a great job with that. And I totally get the camera shy thing because that was me too. And yeah, I just figured, I'll do my first podcast. And then my crazy self said, okay, let's do Vlogmas the next day, which is a daily video for 24 days. And that kind of worked out well because it kind of gave me more camera time. And it was kind of nice too. Like before I got, like, I had like 2 subscribers at that point. I was like, yeah, let me look like an idiot and looks so like a deer in headlights thing up front. And so that way, once people start finding me and that sort of thing, I'm not going to look so silly. So that's always an option. If you ever wanted to start a channel, I say do it. Just have some fun with it. It's a lot of hard work. It's not going to be easy, but you will have fun with it as well. So, all right. Jan says she's having withdrawals as the machine's in for a service. Hopefully you get it back soon. It's always nice to have a backup machine if you can. I was telling Leana, and I'm probably butchering the name again, and I apologize.
That's fine, everybody. My name is a 5 different million ways. You should hear what the kids say. It's all good.
Okay. I do try. I really do. Okay. All right, hang on a second. What am I doing? Okay. So, Jan's asking what I'm working on. I am working on slowly my excavator, which is by Quilts and Nice Stuff. It's a online store that you can buy the PDFs for these and about 100 different patterns. There's all sorts of vehicles. I think it was like, what else was there? Yeah, I'll put the link in the description and you can all go take a look for yourselves. There's a lot of fun stuff there to play with, and you can buy each pattern individually. They're like $3.50 US, so they're not super expensive. But yeah, be about $5 Canadian, maybe 6 Australian, that sort of thing there. Good morning, Debbie from In Quilt Fact. It's good to see you as well. I'll put her channel link in the description. And if you have a channel I've missed you, let me know and I'll put your channel link in as well. I'm more than happy to support others wherever I can. Okay, let's see. I want to do this
Ex
right.
abuelita. Debbie's abuelita.
Yes. Yeah, you guys can speak Spanish beautifully. I butcher the language. We went to Nicaragua 3 times in 2003, 4, and 5 on mission trips with our church. And someone thought it was a brilliant idea because we had like a medical clinic so that people from the nearby village can come down and get checked out by some medical staff. And someone thought it was a brilliant idea to put the guy that spoke 4 words of Spanish in the reception area and ask people to fill out the paperwork. I'm like, you've got to be crazy. Like, this is the silliest idea in it. And so I'm trying to tell him, please fill out the form, the form, whatever it was in Spanish. And I had that phrase memorized. And my Australian accent just butchered it. And these people are sitting there looking at me, going, "What's wrong with this dude?" Like, and then I wrote the words down on a piece of paper. I thought I'll show this to somebody and then I can tell everybody else. Well, they told us down there that the like 80 or so percent of people down there can't read. I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I had to go to like 7 different people. Finally, some old dude who knew how to read was able to tell everybody else to fill out the paperwork. So I just figured out that me speaking Spanish is not going to work very well because my accent's just going to make it so much harder. So I think Spanish is a beautiful language, and I admire people that can speak it. But if you're waiting for me to do it, you'll be waiting a very, very long time. So I do well. I do better with like German. I speak German, like the words I know in German, I do pretty well. But yeah, Spanish not so much. So I'll leave that up to you and Debbie and everyone else that can do that a lot better than I can.
Yes, that's my other job at work, using my language skills.
Oh, I think it's amazing. Yeah, I'm slowly trying to learn French. I can read it a whole lot better than I can listen to it, and I'm still trying to speak it. I'm not very good at that yet. But,
Well, you're doing better than my honey. My honey's French. His family's from France. Some live in France. I know more French than he does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a slow process. Like I work with I work with imports into Canada, and we get a lot of stuff coming into Quebec. And thankfully, 99% of people there speak English very, very well, even though they'll tell you that English is not bad. I'm like, well, my French is worse than that, so you're just gonna have to work with it. But I thought it'd be fun to be able to try and learn a little bit of French, and so that way, if it's ever needed, I can use it. Okay, let's see. I am. Okay, Nikki says she's watching a scene ripping from Snowy Wood, Missouri. I'm trying to avoid the whole seam ripping thing. So far, I've been successful, but we have days where that doesn't happen all the time. Okay, let's see. Okay, that is right. Yeah, I talk to myself, and happy to admit it. And that's just how it is around here. Okay.
I
Full
do too.
screen. Yeah, they were joking with us at the office the other day, like about people that talk to themselves and that sort of thing there. And I'm like, guilty as charged. Like, you all know me. You think more of us do it than we're willing to admit, but I just say, hey, here it is. Okay. Laura Lynn says the dump truck is so adorable. I'm looking forward to seeing that all come together. Are you doing multiple of those, or are you just making one?
I'm just making one, and I designed a quilt, I think, in my head that's going to go around this block. But yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
that's where my mind is going. Donnell is telling me that there's one with a chicken riding a motorcycle, and I have seen that block, but there's a chicken on a dump truck or a chicken on something else, some kind of farm machinery. Oh, I think it's on a tractor. I saw that one. That one was super cute.
Is that from the same pattern designer or just a different pattern altogether?
I'm sorry, say that again. I'm reading
That
reading
is that from the
comments too.
same is that from the same pattern designer that we're making from
Yes,
now? Is it
yes, she has so many patterns with chickens on it. So I will be collecting those. Someone just asked me if I was a pastry chef. Yes, I was a pastry chef for 9 years in Dallas, Texas. I was an executive pastry chef. But then I had kids and I was a little burnt out. So I moved back to New York where I can get family help with children. And then
oh,
I did continuing education classes on Saturday with the culinary, and I did anywhere from cake art to bread baking, and I even taught kids at the culinary. They had special kids program that I had ran. Um, yeah, I've done appetizers, international cuisine, Puerto Rican cuisine, whatever they threw at me, I taught it.
that's excellent. I mean, who doesn't love good food? Like
Yeah.
I have to come visit you one day and you can make me something nice. So
Mm-hmm.
all right, so it looks like I'm actually making some good progress on this. We should be done with the first section in just a moment. Let's see how we're doing here. And for those in the chat, let us know what you're working on this weekend. Like apparently a lot of us are snowed in, except for Jan, who's um halfway to melting. Um, but yeah, I'd love to hear in the chat what you're up to. And I just want to throw out just real quick as well. I just want to say a special shout out to channel members. It looks like so far we have Chloe, Debbie, Laura Lynn, and Mona and Beck. Beck is in the house as well. They're channel members, and I appreciate everybody's support. Whether you're here with as a channel member or if you're here as a regular subscriber. For those that don't know what the channel membership is, it's very much optional. I don't expect it. It's only if you want to help support financially, which helps pay for projects and that sort of thing there. You can go on and hit join and do it that way there. So, but yeah, as I say, I always want my content to be free. There's no paywall or anything else like that, but there are folks that do want to join and help out in that way. So if you ever want to, you can do it that way as well. Okay, did I say Debbie or did I miss her? I don't know. I get so distracted. Okay.
So Janine asked me a question.
Okay.
I live near, I don't know if this helps. I live near Woodstock, New York, about 15 minutes from Woodstock, half an hour from Rhinebeck and Hyde Park in Kingston, New York.
Yep, I know what you're talking about because I've been to Rhinebeck. So beautiful area, especially in the fall. Like when the fall leaves and that sort of thing are up there. It's such a beautiful area. So there's a big knitting festival up there in October.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much like, to me, I would liken it to QuiltCon or the Houston Quilt Festival for knitters.
Mm-hmm.
So Janine said she was up late cheering on the buddy Donna, who got to 10,000 subscribers last night. So yeah, again, congratulations to Donna for that. It was really cool to see her hit that because I know she's been, trying to get to that point there for quite a long time. So, okay. Donnell says her stuff's coming in soon. Janine's trying to work on waking up. Yeah, I've been trying to wake up since 6:30 this morning. So I'm with you there. I've already finished, well, almost finished one cup of coffee, and then we'll work on number two in a minute. Okay, Mom says she has to go. She's got to get a few things done. Thank you for stopping in for a little while. I appreciate that as well. Okay, and then they're asking Becca how Mom's doing. Okay, good morning, Kay. It's good to see you as well. Okay, so did I show what I did or not? If not, if I did, you get to see it twice. So this will be the cab, and this will be part of the excavator arm. So doesn't look like much right now, but we are making some progress. How about that? Okay. Yeah, and
I
if you
had to
missed
bring out
Donna's,
Jack.
oh, I've been lucky so far, but I know he's coming. I'm not gonna lie. If I make it through this live without having to pull that out, I will be absolutely amazed. But stranger things have happened. So, all right, and this thing needs a pressing like nobody's business. Just trying to make sure my labels go back. I use these little labels.
Mhm.
These are just pieces of paper. I just made them up on Excel and I just print them out because I have like 4 sets of them because I use them for my Art East, my Elizabeth Hartman, and it really come in handy for these too. So just a nice little Excel file. If anyone needs a copy of that, just email me. I'll send it right on over to you. Um, I just, this little piece of the paper about 1 inch square. You just cut them out, and then I find they clip on really, really nicely, like so. And it's a lot cheaper than alphabetes and all that sort of stuff there as well. So, all right, what was I doing? Step one. Johnny, you get to see the real Sean when you come on here on a Saturday morning. There is no editing. There's no, yeah, no nothing. You just see what goes through my little brain each and every day. Sometimes it's scary. It really is. So we've got that. Okay, let's see. So with your channel, you have 1,000 subscribers, and I know some of my viewers are already subscribers of yours, and some of them may not have heard of you. If they went over to your channel, what sort of things would they expect to see? Would they see lives? Would they see pre-records? Do you do tutorials? Do you show what you go through each week like I do? Like what sort of things would people find when they head over to check out your channel?
Well, I try to post some kind of content every day, some kind, whether it's a post, a short, or a video, a pre-recorded video, or a live. You will see anywhere from a tutorial. I do a lot of 3-yard quilts. I've done 5-yard quilts. Some quilts that were in my mind and I'm starting to decorate on, on my design wall with everyone. Normally do that on live. I will pull out a UFO sometimes and work on that. I do an opening of boxes and mail that's sent to me. So I have a mixture of everything, I guess.
Okay.
And this
So
is
it's a
where I
very,
am with my truck right here.
oh, excellent.
I'm finding that you do need this clapper to kind of get things flat.
Yes, yeah, the clapper comes in very, very handy with these sort of projects where um, you're doing a lot of small pieces. So that's really,
Thank
really
you.
neat.
Thank you, Janine. Right? I'm saying that right, I hope.
I think so. I believe it's Janine. Yes. I mean, again,
Yeah.
I'm bad of names. So, um, okay, let's see. Good morning, Debbie from In Quilt Fact. I think we've put her channel link in before, but let's do it again just to be safe. And then I forgot to put in Becca's. I mean, I know everybody knows Becca, but just in case you don't, you may have just wandered on over here and not known who Becca is. And if you haven't checked out her channel, you are missing out. She has a wonderful live on a Friday night, and she does a lot of tutorials, a weekly update. She has a lot of stuff there. But if you haven't checked out Leanna's channel, you're also missing out. You need to go over and check hers out as well. There's a lot of fun stuff there, and it's really one of those things like no matter what you like, there's gonna be something over there for you to go check out as well. My friend Jamie from the Quilting Compound is here. She also has another very successful channel. I think she's well over 10,000, if I remember correctly, and she's a lot of fun to hang out with. I had the pleasure of hosting her, I think late last year. Time flies. I really can't keep track of it sometimes.
I've
Here,
actually made a lot of Jamie's quilts that she has designed herself. She was someone I followed as well often, and she doesn't do lives, I don't think, or I haven't ever caught a live, but she does a lot of unique quilts using pre-cuts and scraps. And I've had a lot of success making her quilts, just going through her tutorials.
yeah, I don't think I threw her link in yet, so let me do that real quick because yeah, um Jamie's a lot of fun. So by the end of this, you'll have plenty of channels to go check out today if you haven't seen that. So, but yeah, Jamie's a lot of fun. I need to get her back on here at some point as well. Okay, what was I doing? Step two. All right, now I need. Good gravy. Let's just
Fallon
start.
also has wonderful tutorials.
Oh, yeah, she's
I've been
Fallon was.
I've been making some of her quilts too. I want to tackle that Christmas tree. It's gonna have to be for next Christmas, but I definitely want to tackle the Christmas tree. And she has a plaid that she does with 10-inch squares, I think.
Yeah, she has a lot of wonderful patterns. I've actually made
Mm-hmm.
a number of hers.
Mm-hmm.
The patterns are always well written. They're fun. Most of them are free. She has a couple of paid patterns,
Mm-hmm.
but most of them are free to her subscribers. So, yeah, Fallon's definitely a wonderful option, and she's a good buddy of mine. She's like, I think she was either the first or second quilting channel I ever found. So, yeah, definitely a
I
fun
just
channel.
found her recently, like when I started up my channels, when I found her. I think
Hmm.
through your live or something like that.
That's possible. I mean, I have her on every few months, so that's great. Jan is asking, does anyone follow the traveling quilter? The answer is yes, I do. She is a lot of fun. I would love to get her over here on the channel at some point. I have not reached out to her yet, but that is definitely on the cards to do very well. She has a fun channel. I have to go grab her channel link real quick.
I want to thank everybody for your kind words. I've seen them scroll through.
I know the chat moves so quickly. Just grabbing her the traveling quilter real quick because yeah, she does a lot of fun stuff. So let's see. So traveling quilter is going in right now. Oh, that's true. Chloe says I helped Fallon start going live. I didn't think about that, but yes, I remember her telling me that. So yeah, and she goes, yeah, Fallon goes live on a Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday? I think it's
What?
Wednesday. Fallon goes live on Wednesday
She
evenings.
goes live on Wednesday. I'm
Yeah,
asleep by that time, but she goes live on one. Like yesterday I couldn't watch Donnell or
Debbie. Yeah.
Debbie because I was asleep. I'll watch them today on my drive in. I won't be watching it because obviously I'd be driving, but I'll have it on audio and
Yeah.
listen to their live.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, I caught the beginning of it, and then I wandered off to go cut the fabric for this, and then I would come back and watch close to the end, and then I was like, I've got to. Oh, that's beautiful.
So
I
this
love
is
that.
unit, according to this pattern, this is unit 1. So I'll be working on unit 2 next.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm working on unit 2 for myself. Once I get, what am I doing here? Is that O? Yes, and then I need E. Where's E? Oh, geez, what have I done? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Mona did what? I need to write down all these lives. Yes. Okay. So today's schedule for lives. Let's run through that real quick since we're here. I like to run through all my buddies. Donnell should be live at 10. Correct me if I'm wrong there, please. Donnell. And then my friend Russ from Quilt Meets World usually goes live at 11. Mum and Pop usually go live at 1 p.m. Katie from Greenland Quilter is usually live at 4, but she's currently hanging out in Copenhagen, so you won't be seeing her. I don't think she'll be live today. Then she'll be taking a round tour on Copenhagen not sewing. And then, am I missing anybody? I don't think so. Anyway, that's the ones I remember. So, lots of quilty goodness to go around today. Good morning, Andrea. It's good to see you. The closed captions should be working today. I think we've worked it out pretty well for it. Everybody that needs that. Um, let's see. Okay. Posted Argyle. Okay, so Fallon's posted.
Mona's was yesterday. I was working, so I couldn't watch it, but
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to mention too with Fallon. If you haven't seen her latest announcement, they are giving away in connection with So Yeah Quilting. They are giving away a really neat Juki sewing machine. So if you haven't checked it out, you need to go over and check out her channel and find out all the details. If you make a purchase, you can get an entry. Then there's also a way to do it without a purchase. I haven't looked into the specifics, so I do plan on making a purchase soon. I probably shouldn't enter because it seems like I have really, really good luck with this stuff. And as much as I'd like a new sewing machine, I think it really should go to someone else. So we'll have to we'll have to see on that. But yeah, it's a really, really nice machine. I was looking at it online yesterday, and it's a really, really, really neat price. So you really all need to go over and check that out and see how you guys can win. On that. Good morning, Sue. She says, hi, first time to your live, even though you're late. You're never late. You just show up whenever you want. We start at 8. We usually finish about 9:30, but you can all come and go as you please. I know it's early for a lot of people, especially if you're not on the East Coast of the US. So yeah, it does not matter one little bit if you show up a little bit after the starting time. We're very, very happy to have you. Welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Usually what we do is we just sit and chat and we get a little sewing done. And sometimes we pull out our very, very bestest friend, Jack. And sometimes I get through to live without one. Although now I've mentioned his name, he'll probably come out in 5 minutes. So we'll see what happens. But this is my friend, Leana. She is joining me from New York State, and she has her own channel as well. So, all right. So there we go. Okay, Mona says need to fall asleep or not home. Yeah, and that's the beauty about the replay. Like a lot of people watch the replay for this, and that's cool because again, I'm early and people have lives. You know, sometimes you want to sleep in on a Saturday morning, sometimes you have family stuff going on and that sort of thing there as well. So I just love everyone that shows up. Whether you watch the live or the replay later on. Thank you all for your support. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And again, I'm getting very, very distracted. Okay, Debbie says
that's all right.
She's off to get a coffee. Be back soon. Yeah, so I grab all my coffee and sit it next to me before the live starts because I can't. I know I could wander off, but I'm not going to. Okay, so Chloe says she has got the last seam of my goats and pajamas to sew. That is awesome. I was wondering how you're doing at that. She's been working on the goats and pajamas, which is a pattern by Art East. And I'm really, really proud of Chloe for stepping out and trying that because I think it's a little more challenging than some of the stuff she's done in the past. So I'm really, really proud of my friend Chloe for that. So I have not done that pattern yet. It'll probably be in the list to do soon, but although my list of stuff I want to do next is like getting longer and longer. So I need about 72 hours in each day and no daytime job to go with. But that's not going to happen. Okay, Kay is asking, will the guild meet tomorrow? Yes, that is the plan, unless something weird happens, like I get ill or something like that. Yeah, the guild should meet tomorrow. For anyone that doesn't know, I do host an online guild. We have monthly meetings. We were supposed to meet last week, but it was the big game, where and we ended up watching it with the boys because we have two exchange students, one from Italy, one from the Czech Republic, and we figured that was a really good experience that they should at least watch the game and see what the dealio is with that. So yes, we'll have our meeting tomorrow night. Bring yourselves, bring your works in progress because I love seeing show and tell. That's like one of my favorite parts of the guild is seeing what everybody else gets to work on. So Katie must have heard us talking about it. She says hello from Copenhagen, Denmark. So there we go. All right, what
And
was
how
I
do you
doing?
join the guild?
You just show up. If you go on to our Discord server, which I'll put the link in here real quick. I'll have the Zoom link in there, and then you just show up at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And there's no cost. I don't charge a fee for the guild. I don't want to, have a financial barrier for anyone. I'm already paying for Zoom for this channel, so it doesn't cost me anything extra. And it's just easier not having to deal with money. I just want people to, I just like people to show up. So quite a few people in the chat are part of it. Mona says she's forgetting about. That's okay. I forget my own name and what day of the week it is, and especially when I walk into the kitchen, I'm like, what am I doing here? So I totally get that. Fallon's finally made her coffee. That is excellent. Kay says she can't wait for me to see her beef from Art East. Oh, that'll be fun to see. Yeah, so yeah, we have a lot of fun show and tell. I really, really enjoy it because you get to see what I do every week through my podcast, but I love seeing what everybody else gets up to. I get a lot of inspiration from everybody else. So it's really, really neat to be able to do that. Okay, we've talked about that. We've talked about that. What would you say, Leana, would make your channel unique? What sets you apart from the other quilting channels? I've thrown out a tough one for you, haven't I?
Yeah, that's tough. Putting me on the spot
You
here.
take a moment to think about that if you want. That is fine. Fallon says we're so excited about the giveaway. Thank you for mentioning. I'm not a problem. I want as many people as possible to go over and have a chance to win that beautiful machine. I mean, I think if I looked it up somewhere, it's like a $1,500-$1,600 machine. Like this is not, something small. It's a beautiful industrial style Juki machine. Like, yeah, you need to go check it out. Okay, what giveaway? It's a giveaway that Fallon is hosting over on her channel, So Be It Quilts, and I'll throw the channel link in one more time in case I forget. And it's sponsored by So Yeah Quilting, which is a quilt shop out in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is run by what is it, the three brothers and the sister, and then their family. They have a lot of fun stuff. They have a live on Saturday evenings where at 8 p.m. if you want to go buy more fabric, they're a wonderful option for that. But yeah, they donated a sewing machine to Fallon's channel as part of sorry, as part of a giveaway. So yeah, you do not want to check. I'm sorry, you do not want to miss out on that. So I'm trying to send as many people as I can over to that so they all have a chance to win. I think it'd be really neat for whoever wins that. So there we go. All right. So good morning.
My answer, I may have
Okay.
an answer. So I don't, we are all wonderful creators, content creators. So I don't necessarily like to say my channel is any better than anyone else. All I can say is that so far, I can't promise what the future will hold, that I consistently post something every day.
Maybe. Excellent. Okay.
And I also try to post something every day on my Facebook page. And I hope people would go over there. It's the same name, Pastry Queen's Farm Adventures. And you can't post pictures, but I put a post and you guys can post what you're making underneath. And then it's lovely because it's like going to a quilt show every week.
That's excellent. Sorry, I was just reading the comments there as well. Yeah, so that is awesome. And yeah, like what was I going to say? Geez, I really am not having a great day with this, am I? Okay. Yeah, I love that answer, and I think it's wonderful. But where was I going with this? Okay, yeah. So you've had the channel for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you follow the kind of vision you had, or has it changed? Like,
so being that I'm doing this whole thing by the seat of my pants, honestly, because I do work a full-time job and I do create a lot of quilts in a short amount of time. I know people have mentioned that quite often, that that I make quilts quickly. It changes daily, I guess, because yesterday I woke up and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have anything pre-recorded, and I feel like I needed to have something out, so I decided to show you a quick design board. So
which I need to go check out later on.
No, that's all right. I mean, I'm learning. It's a learning process. I'm learning every day something new. You have helped me out tremendously with the definitely the robots. The robots are a lot less now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's evolving. How about that? It's evolving. I actually do not edit. My stuff is raw footage. There is no editing happening. I don't have not even one hour in my day that I could give and don't and devote to editing. If it needs editing, it probably will never be posted.
And that's
Um,
fine. You know, everyone's different. You know, some people like
yeah,
editing.
between working a full-time job, editing, other designers' patterns, making quilt samples for certain quilt companies, um, and then working on my own stuff. I am a big believer in pass it forward. Most people here who follow me know that my slogan is to please take care of yourself, pass it forward, and enjoy life to the fullest. I really, really believe in the pass it forward, and I don't necessarily believe that the pass it forward has to be monetary or tangible. It could be a phone call. It could be wishing someone a lovely day that you don't know in the supermarket. um
Hold the
i
door open for
see
somebody.
I see the joy in the kids' faces because as teachers we are passing it forward to the little ones, or we should be, even if it's just a kind word. And just being surrounded by that for so many years with children, I find it's very important that we start doing that with adults, and maybe we'd be all walking around a lot happier, not so angry.
Hmm. Oh, for sure. And you know, sometimes like even the smallest thing, like, you know, hold the door open for someone at a supermarket or an office building and that sort of sometimes that
Exactly.
makes, yeah, you'll see the smile on their face. And that sort of thing there as well. So yeah, that's such a great point. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, so we were talking here just a little bit, well, in the chat, um, about the giveaway. It's for Fallon. It is going to be US only, and unfortunately, because yeah, shipping internationally is absolutely insane. And then you've also got to think too, the plugs, like the uh, electrical plugs in different countries, like Australia. Well, I know Australia is definitely different, and the voltages are different as well because it's 110 here, it's 240 in Australia. So even if Jane could win it, if she got it down there to probably, I don't know, it might be rated 100 to 250, but it may fry it its first time you turn it on as well. So yeah, it's unfortunate it's US only, but yeah, I can understand why that is a thing. So and then yeah, I'm sure customs would probably want their if it's worth, you know, because of how much it's worth, it'll be over the duty-free limit, so you'd end up having to pay taxes on it once it arrives in your country as well. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. I remember my wife sent a prize, like a skein of yarn or something. I think it was to France or Belgium or something like that. And even though it was only work, like the skein of yarn was like $30 or something like that, it got to customs in whichever country it was. It was either France or Belgium. I can't remember which one it was. And there was customs wanted like $12 or something in taxes, which, you know, we paid. We didn't care. You know, like if that's what it took to get it to the person, then so be it. But yeah, sometimes um okay. Margie is asking, do we have a link to the applique for the machining? This is not applique, it's traditional piecing. But I do have a what I do too, just so everyone is aware, whatever I'm working on during the live, I put a link to the pattern or that sort of thing there in the bot. It's going to be exclamation point pattern, and so I just put that in as well. So that way, if you want to, you know, go to take a look, or you want to purchase the pattern, or if it's a free pattern, you can download it, that sort of thing there as well. You can do that well. So I put that in the well. Are Juki sold in Australia? That I don't know. I guess I'll have to let Jan answer that question because I don't know the answer to that. I definitely know they have Boninas. They have most brands. It would not surprise me if they have Jukies in Australia, but I can't confirm. Or oh, okay, yep, Jan says they do. Okay. Yeah, what brand sewing machine does everybody have? Looks like you've got a Baby Lock. in front
I
of
have
you?
multiple. I have baby locks, fofs. My brother, that's similar to what you have,
Uh-huh.
is at school. I actually have a whole sewing machine station at school because kids' pants, shirts, jackets, snow pants, you name it, rips, and
Ah,
they
okay,
bring it to
that's
me.
neat.
Um, and then I have an Elna. I started sewing on an old Elna, and I love that, but it's not working anymore, and I can't get it fixed. It's dead.
Well, it served a good life, right?
It did. I love that machine.
I know. Yeah, I was telling Leanna this morning, I said I was actually very sad this morning because I turned this machine on and the light didn't come on. I was like, okay, so I changed, one of the plugs I put it into is it's a little loose. So I put it in the next plug, still didn't turn on. The light didn't turn on. And then I tried a third plug and that didn't turn on. I was like, did my machine finally die? Like my poor little brother. And what I figured out is that the light that illuminates here, finally let go after 10.5 years. So, yeah, machine still works beautifully. A new bulb is like $4. So I can run out and get a new bulb, but it's just like I had that little pit in the stomach this morning where my machine might have died. But thankfully it didn't. So, um, that is good news. Okay, Mona says, Gene, I have a brother. I sewed a lot of costumes and bags in it. It still works. Yeah, mine's been a chip. I love this little machine for piecing. I have a Benina that I use for quilting, but yeah, I do all my piecing on this. And if this thing ever dies, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably take it to the sewing machine store and say service it, and I'll be like, this thing's worth $80, and it cost you 89 to service it. I'll be like, I don't care, do it. I'm strange, but that's okay. All right. All right, so it looks like Debbie says Janome Singer, Handy Quills from Baby Lock. Beverly has Brother Baby Lock and Juki. Delia has a Juki. I have a basic Singer, which is not made for quilting, but it's still gay. You make them work. Ginger loves a Faff. I'm probably butchering that name. Kathy has an Elna, a Benina 440, which I have that too, actually. Singer Featherweight and the Benina Q20. Um, And let's see, Diana has a Juki and a Faf. Husqvarna is what Patricia has. Tessa has a Baby Luck brother and Singer. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we've got quite a few, and I'm probably missing some. Uh, Heidi has two older Kenmores, two vintage Singers. Yes, we all do all have machines. Very true there, Chloe. All right, so far I have made the top part of the machine. I'll sew these together later just because I'm lazy. Oh, can we all see? Kind of, not really. Yeah, sort of. There we go. So we got that much done, and then I'm actually starting to work on the tracks of the excavator because it's on. Yeah, I guess you call them tracks.
So is this your first time working on these? Because if it isn't, like I've had to use Jack twice because I need a seamless line to go through, or do you not worry about that when they join?
I just say go with what the fabric tells you to do. I
Oh,
press most of my seams open on these, but if the
oh,
fabric
maybe
says,
that's it. Okay.
yeah, I mean, I think you can do it either way, but I prefer to prep like when it's small piecing like this. I find doing it open is easier for me, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. That's how it works for me. Um, I haven't had any issues. This is the first time I've done this pattern, but I've done the trash trucks. I've made what, four of those, three of those, four, I think four. Um, and as long as I read the pattern and I'm not, getting squirrely, I don't have to pull that jack very much. But have I had to pull it out on these patterns? Yeah, I'm sure I have. I'd be lying if I didn't. So,
I'm gonna
okay.
check.
That's okay. I mean, none of us are perfect, and having a seam rip's just a byproduct of the craft. So, but the more you do these, I feel that the less and less you have to worry about pulling out jacks. So,
I
Okay.
think I'm also just being way over because like an eighth of a thing is just it drives me bananas. So
Well, when you do the small, you want it to be accurate. Like,
right.
don't discount that because if you're off by like if you have a 6-inch block, for instance, and you're off by a 16th of an inch, and you have two or three of those, you'll be off by what 3/16. You can kind of work around that if you're careful. But with these here, you have so many small pieces that all adds up. So being accurate on this is important if you don't want to spend a lot of time seam ripping. Because I've had times where I've put entire sections together of a block and it's been off by a half inch or a
Oh,
quarter inch, and it's a lot of seam ripping. So yeah, take your time. These are not projects you put together in 5 seconds. You really need to
I
sit there and
mean
take.
her directions are fabulous
Oh, they are.
and it's going through seamless. It's just maybe that it's where you join and this line has to meet that line. It may be two threads over. I
Yeah,
seam rip. Not that anybody would even know it's two threads over. But
right. I mean, you have a little bit of leeway, but you've also just got to be careful with how much because it will add up if you're not careful. Oh, there they are.
mhm.
I thought I'd lost some of my or didn't cut some of my stuff, but I was like, I had to have because I don't have the piece of paper anymore, the label anymore. We got three of those. Okay. Good morning, Shannon. We were talking about you right at the beginning of the thing, and we're talking about that you hit your 1,000 subscribers early this week, which I was super excited about. So if you haven't checked out Shannon's channel, you definitely need to do so. She is a lot of fun. She has a Sunday morning live at 11 a.m. Eastern, I believe. So she has brunch with, is it brunch with something, or brunch is in the title. So yeah, she has a lot of fun there. She does a lot of FPP. She's a certified instructor for, I was going to say Slay Arts. Yeah, she's a certified instructor for Slay Arts because that's her channel. But what I meant to say was a certified instructor for legit kits. So,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, she went out and did the course last year. She told me about this time last year because I was doing that first course back in October, I think it was. She's like, my goal is to qual. Oh, wow, that's really neat. I
That's
love the
that's
colors.
unit two.
Yeah, my unit two is done, but it wasn't nearly as complicated as yours. Um, But yeah, she told me, she's like, I want to be qualified so I can go be a legit kits instructor. And I was like, go for it. I really want you to achieve the goal. And she did it. Like, she had to dust her tail. She had to make 3 full kits in order to be considered. And
Mhm.
it was kind of a mad dash at the end, but she got it done and she got selected. And yeah, she got a really, really good. I'm super proud of her for achieving that goal and getting 1,000 subscribers this week was amazing for her as well. So there we go. All right. Who else popped in? I think Diana, Lollipop Love, welcome. Denise, right? I'm terrible with names. Is here, and then someone else popped in to say good morning, and now I can't find it. Margie says she can't decide which blocks to buy. I think I have to buy the whole set. Yeah, take your time. Like, there's so many. She's talking about the patterns that we're making. There's so many to choose from. I think there's like 100 and some different patterns. Yeah, my advice is take your time and pick out the ones that you think you're gonna make. Because if you buy all 25, you may never make them all. Um, Okay, Randy Bishop says, hi, Sean, everyone. Good morning from Minneapolis. It's 10 degrees. I'm watching while waking up, and then it's off to the post office to mail a swap package. Michelle the Quilter says, hello, Sean and Leanna. I subscribed to Leanna today. I have an older Elna with our love as well. There are some quilt shop technicians that work on it. That's awesome. Yeah, we have quite a few different quilt shops that have good repair services. So yeah, if something ever happened to this, I would definitely go and have them at least take a look at it first before I said goodbye to it. But this thing's run like a dream since day one, which is really neat. Let's see. It's such a rewarding news. What Slayer to say? Hi, Marie. It's good to see you as well. Okay, and Steven says, "Hi, Shannon, everyone else that's here. I have not said that I haven't said hello to. I was binding a quilt, and that was taking my attention. No, no problem, Steven. I know you pop in sometimes and listen while you do other stuff as well, and that is always, yeah, that's always cool. Like, you can't always, not everyone can be in the chat. Like, I often pop into people's lives and put it in the background while I'm working on something else. I'm not, I try and participate in the chat where I can, but I don't always get to do that, and that's perfectly okay. I'm reminding Fallon to work on her rose. I'm gonna go pull it out now. I think that's the legit kit rose. I've seen that thing. That looks way too intense for me. So
My honey
yeah,
just walked in. I'm just explaining to him that I'm on the live for real, not listening. I'm always listening to everyone's lives.
yeah, that's fun. No problem. Ani L Handmade says, "Good morning, everyone. It's 6 a.m. in Vegas. What the heck am I doing away? You're watching us. You're hanging out with all your quilty friends. That's what you're doing, and we are so happy to have you. We are here for everyone. Like sometimes we have people that can't sleep at night. What was it? Kendall Taylor from Melbourne, Australia, did that last week. He's like, it's 1 o'clock here. I can't sleep, so I figured I'd come out and hang out with you guys for a while. So we're happy to have you. So, yes. So I'd love to see progress on that, Fallon. I'd love to see how you do with that rose. It's a fun pattern. I've seen it, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be attempting that thing anytime soon. I still haven't touch my dragon yet. So
I'm still trying to download that building blocks pattern from Legit Kit. I can't seem to download that thing. I have tried everything. It keeps saying page not found for me.
oh, okay.
And
I haven't attempted it yet, so um I'm sure there's a workaround for that somewhere. Okay. Yeah, sleep is overrated. Yeah, I feel that way sometimes too, Danelle.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. All right, so Andrea says she ordered some quilted slide locks and some fabric and some into the drawing, right? I'll let Fallon answer that. I don't remember when it started. I think it started Wednesday night, but don't quote me on that because I could be wrong. If so, then the answer would be yes, but I just don't know. So,
So this is my unit 3.
oh wow, okay.
That's
Yeah.
it. Now I'm on to 4.
Oh, you have 4 sections, right?
Um, yes, I have 4 sections. I actually wasn't sure. I had to look that up.
Let's just say you use like the ones I've seen, I've only seen two, were both were 4 sections. So I'm still working on 3, but my section 3 has I don't know, like 20 pieces,
Hmm.
which for me is not very much, but for most people it's probably quite a bit. So okay, Shannon's gonna take a look at that building blocks things for you, the download issue you're having. She's gonna take a quick look for you. So um there you are. Okay. Fallon says that Andrew is entered. So yeah, go over and check out Fallon's site. She'll give you all the details. As I said, like I don't have all the detail. Like I don't know all the ins and outs and everything else. But if you head over there, um, it'll explain it all.
Slay Arts, if you could help me out figuring that out about the building blocks, because I see you just commented, I would so appreciate it because I actually did contact them and I just had never heard back. And I actually am interested in getting into Legit Kits. At first, I was a little bit shell shocked at how much they are, but I'm over it now. I'm over it. It's just the penny pinching side of me.
Yeah, but yeah, like you look at legit kits, and again, I am not an ambassador, I'm not an affiliate, or anything else. Yeah, the sticker shock is there, but then if you think about it, um, with especially if you buy the whole kit, a lot of times you buy a quilt kit for a full size quilt. I mean, you're usually paying, 250, $300+ on for a full kit. So when you compare it to that sort of thing there, it's not that different. And if you go out and try and buy all the fabrics you need, it's it all adds up. So it's not cheap by any stretch. But um,
And I
it's
met the 2 men and they're lovely at at Quilt Festival. Very lovely.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I've got a pattern. I bought the dragon pattern last year, and it keeps sitting on the sideline. And one of these days I need to do it. But I also saw the other. What have I done here?
Slay Arts, you can actually, I have my email address on my page on the About button, if you happen to have a link to that.
Looks like she just put it in Facebook. I'll make sure you get it. Don't
Thank you.
worry.
Because I'm trying to get it and try to check this out.
Oh,
On Festival, they had a beautiful pattern of mountains. I was in love with it.
oh yeah, yeah. They really have some beautiful patterns. Um, I'm just I'm more of a traditional guy. I will make the um legit kit at some point. It's the year of the dragon, so I really should make it this year. But my heart at this point in time is just not with foundation paper piecing, so I'm just not rushing towards it. And now, where has my orange fabric gone? Oh, this is not going to be healthy. It's disappeared. Oh, there you are. Okay. Thank goodness for that. I miscounted. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, Maria's asked, does anyone know if Donna had reached 10K? Yes, she reached it this morning. When I woke up this morning at 6:30, she was still at 900, 909,000, whatever, but she hit 10,000 somewhere around 7 o'clock this morning. So yes, she did, and we are all very, very excited for her for that. Um, but yeah, that's what I was going to say. See, the patterns for legit kits are incredibly well written. Like, I'm not a paper piecer by any stretch. I know how to do it basically, but they're very, very easy to follow. So, if you have questions about that, I would direct you to Donna or Shannon. They are both
Mhm.
very, very experienced in those patterns, and either one of those two lovely ladies would be able to help you out a whole lot better than I can. So, I will answer any questions you have, but if you have them about legit kits, I would definitely direct you to either one of those ladies because, yeah, I'll tell you that they're good and I think it's a lot of fun if you like foundation paper, but that's about as far as I'm going to go. So, okay, so let's see. Lillypop Love, I think I put her down under Denise. She has a fun channel. She was on with me, was it last week or the week before? I don't remember. All these weeks blend in together.
Thank
It's a
you,
mess.
Shannon.
All right, so Shannon's got it all sorted out. Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
I just got
Good.
an email. I think pink.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
perfect. Yeah, she's a lovely lady. Um,
I couldn't find the mountain that I fell in love with at festival, so I don't know if they only do it like when they go out to the shows, but it is striking if anyone's seen it.
is that the one with all the greens and the blues and stuff?
Um you know what? I just saw it in festival
Okay.
for like a little bit, so I'm not sure what colorway they had it in. It just reminded me of the mountains here in New York.
Yeah, then that's the one I'm thinking of. I think if it's the one I'm thinking of, and Shannon and Donna can correct me if I'm wrong. I think that used to be a legit kits like you have to go to one of their classes exclusive, but then I think they turned it into available for purchase for everybody. Okay, yeah, and that's exactly what Janine and Shannon said. It's called Hazy Hills, and it's apparently available on their website. So you should be able to go grab it if you want.
Good. Yeah. And
They
apparently
know more than I
the
do, which is
boys
good.
told me that they're going to be adding to it too. So that's kind of cool to make it like panoramic, like long.
Oh,
So
nice.
I was excited to hear that.
Yeah. Okay, Hazy Hills so it's Hazy Hills West is available on the website. Hazy Hills Central is a in-class special. Okay, so there's apparently two versions of it. So this is why it's good to have a certified instructor in the house because she knows all the stuff. Okay, let's see. All right, Andrea says I have a dragon pattern for the Minecraft dragon that I'm putting on the back of my grandson's Minecraft quilt. That's fine. I want to make a Minecraft quilt at some point. I think that'd be a lot of fun to try, but it's all just, squares. Okay. All right. Apparently, Shannon said she had to turn a VPN off to get that thing to download. So if you're using a VPN, that might have been what was causing your issue.
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
A VPN is what they call a virtual private network. It's how do I? I'm not going to even try and explain it. Um, Basically, it's almost you can sign on. It's a service you subscribe to, and it's good for security reasons. You can also sign on like onto a server in a different country. So like if you're watching Netflix and whatever you want to watch, for instance, is not available in the US, but it's available in Canada or the UK or something like that, um, you can sign on to a different server and in theory can log on and watch that show that way.
Oh,
But
okay. And
but
Chloe,
then
thank you. I see she said it's on sale. So now before I leave on my mini vacation, I'm gonna have to see what that's all about.
yeah,
I mean,
excellent.
the very first way of learning, I guess, foundation piecing was in Williamsburg. They used to do it on muslin, not paper, but it's
Oh,
the
okay.
same kind of idea, right, in a way. So,
Yeah.
um, I should give it a go again. I did one paper piecing project over the winter. My problem is that I don't mind doing it. I have all the rulers. It's the tearing all that paper off that drives me bananas.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons I haven't rushed to do it either. So, um, okay, Heidi says a VPN is a secure connection that your computer and location cannot be tracked or attacked. And that's true. It's definitely good for security and it's good for stuff as well. Like I sometimes like I have one and if I want to watch some Australian shows like on some of those websites, like the TV channel stuff, like yeah, the free to view stuff, because I'm located in the US, I can't watch it. I get geo blocked. But if I turn the VPN on and log into a Sydney or Brisbane or Melbourne, Perth server, and that sort of thing there, I can watch it. So it definitely has its uses.
Well, that's good. I'm where I'm going. The person went to college for technology, so I will, and I'm bringing my computer with me, so I will have him show me
Yeah,
what to do.
yeah. There's different services you can subscribe to. Um, Let him explain it to you. He'll probably do a much better job than I
Yeah.
will. So
And I am not going to QuiltCon. I was gonna go. Someone just asked, but
yes,
I am not because one, I just came from Quilt Festival, and two, instead of going to QuiltCon, you guys will see me live in the end of March. I'm going to Puerto Rico, so I'll bring you
okay,
guys with me. We'll go
that'll be
on a
fun.
live. May not be sewing, we may be dancing, but we'll go on a live.
Well, people always like to see parts of the world that they can't see themselves. So I think that'd be a lot of
Mhm.
fun. A lot of fun to see. I was telling Katie yesterday, she's currently in Copenhagen. I was like, you need to take video and that sort of thing there and show us because, like, I'll probably never make it to Copenhagen. So,
Yes, we'll be visiting my grandmother. She's 97.
oh wow, that'll be fun. I've never made it. I've never made it to Puerto Rico.
Well, you'll be seeing a lot, Sean. I'll be posting pictures of all the beaches. I'll take you guys with me.
Well, that'll be fun. I'll be looking forward to that. So that'll be good. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we asked about QuiltCon. Jansen's is a way to sew without sewing on the paper. Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know how that all works. I am definitely not the right one to ask about that. So, okay. I think we caught everything. So I am not going to finish this morning, which I didn't think I was going to. But if you come back tomorrow, I should hopefully have the complete a block to show you on the podcast. But it is 9:20, so we'll go ahead and start wrapping things up in just a few moments.
Where are you at?
Okay, so where am I at? I have done unit 1 and then
Ooh.
unit 2,
Mm-hmm.
which you put together. And then I'm currently working on the inside of its tracks.
Love it.
And so this will go around eventually. That's like don't block it, Sean. That's like the
Yes.
track. It'll go around the edge. And then after that, we'll just do the actual scoop, unit 4, and then we'll be done. So we're probably, I don't know, 2/3 of the way done with this. So that's what I have going on. And then how are you making progress on yours?
So I've got from unit 4, I have this part done, which is one wheel.
Oh, nice.
I did everything using solids except for the tire. I found this print. I don't know if you could see. To me, it mimics tire treads.
Oh, it does. Yeah, very much so.
So I opted to not go for a black solid on that. And let's see, what do I have going on here? I have let me, you know what? I'm going to start putting it on here. Let's see. Put it on this design wall. And I have this. I actually had to put it, I'm a very visual person. I have to kind of look at things to see where, all right, I think I figured it out, so I can show you. And this goes on the top, right? Yes, all right. I live with my design wall. I am so lost if I don't have it. When I'm in Puerto Rico, that's why I only quilt, I guess, improv and scrappy, really scrappy quilts there, because I don't have a design wall.
Gotcha.
So here is what it would look like, I guess, if it was all.
Oh, it's looking great.
And then this is the wheel at the bottom.
All right. Now I will say this much with the wheel, make sure when you put that on there that the green's facing up, because when I did my first or second trash truck, I put it on the bottom. I messed it up and I didn't realize it till afterwards. And
Yeah, I have been really trying to, I could see how that could happen.
oh, it
Let's
can
put
happen
it that
very
way.
easily. Yeah. And I want to save you from that same pain. So there we go. All right. Chloe says her block is off a little bit. Is off and not quietly. People will not know. I'm okay with it. Yeah. If it isn't going to affect anything, just let it. Yeah. Sometimes it's just easier to let it go. All right. So Shannon says great work. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap things up. I just wanted to ask, what do you have coming? Like you said, you post every day, basically, or as close to it as you can. Do you have anything fun coming up on your channel that you'd like to get people excited about?
I have no idea. So I
Okay.
have lots of things. It's in my head. There's stuff all over here. Well, I won't be, well, I'll post something today and tomorrow. I don't know what yet. I think I'm gonna make sandpaper boards. People have asked me about my sandpaper board. And being that I did a design wall, a design board, this is my sandpaper board. I have to buy some stuff for that. I will be doing that. I'm still working on my purple quilt, which looks like this right now, my scrappy purple mania quilt.
Oh, that's fun.
And I'll be doing that. Right now, because I'm working on this pattern that I'm testing and editing, my whole world has been that right at the moment. So
Yep.
be having more 3-yard quilts. I always will come up with something, and if it's not, then we will just sit and chat on a live or something like that. But I definitely have more 3-yard quilts coming up. Again, some mystery stuff that I can't discuss coming up. I will be making videos for that. And that is in conjunction with Lynn at Soft Squares. So I'll be
Oh yeah,
doing a
she's lovely.
collab there. Yeah, I'll be doing a collab there. Really, that's it at the moment. I'm a very organized person, but as far as projects, I have 1,000 projects in my head every day, and then I add another 10 by the end of the night.
Yep.
And it just is whatever I get to, I'm going to show you.
There you go. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a wonderful way to go. So yeah, definitely head over and check out Leanna's channel. Um, check out the stuff, check out the content if you like it, subscribe in that way and turn that notification bell on. So that way, when she posts her stuff and you don't know what's going to be, you'll be able to stay up to date as well. And that's just one more thing with, you might want to go through and check all of your favorites, all the ones that you currently are subscribed to and get notifications for, because apparently that, people are getting unsubscribed and notifications have been turned off without your permission or knowledge. I don't know what's going on, but you might want to just make sure that you are actually subscribed to everybody, because you may not know about it. You may not know that you're not, subscribed, and you might think that content creators not posted in a while, and you'll go and go, oh, they've posted 17 videos. For myself, I'll have my podcast tomorrow morning as usual, and then we'll have some other stuff coming up, but I haven't got anything confirmed. So I'm not going to say, I'm doing this, because you just never know what's going to happen. But with that, good morning, Tamika. It is good to see you. She says she's made a live. You caught the very, very tail end of it, but that is perfectly okay. It's good to see you here with us as well. And Catherine is asking what we're making. We are both making quilts blocks from nice quilt and stuff. I am working on we'll turn it, there we go, an excavator, and Leanna was working on a dump truck. We're about halfway done, or a little bit more on each of them. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and you'll be able to see updates on each of our channels as we finish these blocks. So with that, I'm going to say good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button. It helps us out immensely. And if you're watching a replay and you made it to the end, thank you so much. Just let us know that you watched. We always love hearing who's been watching the videos as well. So hope you all have a great day. Happy sewing, and we'll see you next time.
Take care. Bye.
Well, thank you. All right.
We're off.